Guys, those who have already been to my Facebook group ISTQB Foundation question and answers with explanation and to my Quora page will be knowing me. I have created this video after many requests in my inbox for dumps or actual questions that I have encountered during my ISTQB exam. So here I am. I will be sharing the questions that were included as part of the exam. But I would like to remind you that please go through the book Foundations of Software Testing by Dorothy Graham, which will help you to have better understanding of software testing. Let's start with the questions. First questions is about transition table. There is a table provided with details in the columns and rows, and we have values over there. If we go through the table closely, we can easily find out the correct answers. But it may take time, so it's better to practice this kind of questions which you will not get online. If you need more questions like this, I will help you. I will provide you more questions, but you need to just go through the tables closely and get the right answers here. If you are having difficulty in finding the answer for this one, you can comment in the section below. So for this, the correct answer is first option from the table. Next question is about fundamental test process. When we do test environment setup, so most of the guys over there who have worked with software testing in MNCs, they would be knowing that environment setup is part of implementation and execution, which comes under validation phase, not under the verification. For example, the options B, test planning and control, falls under verification part, and the other two options are quite obvious. So the correct answer to this one is A, test implementation and execution, where we do environment setup. Next question. So one decision table is given, values are provided over there. Again, there are options given. If you backtrack from the answer, you can easily get it, but you need little bit more practice to click this one as quick as possible. Going by the data, the correct answer to this one is first option. Next, which of the following are characteristic of good test management tool? Test management tools is a topic from where at least 2 to 3 questions comes in the exam. So you need to be well aware of this topic. So what is test management tools? It helps us to trace our scenarios with the test cases that we actually execute by using the tools provided for the projects. Like it differs in different organization, but this test management tools may be same across organization. Like if Jira is being used in different, nowadays it's being used mostly by different organizations. Also there are licensed tools as well, which are rare in all organizations. So the main function of these management tools are to traceability of tests to source documents. Source documents here is test plans, and provide an interface to test execution tools. The other two options are not correct because we are not doing any coding standards here. This falls under like automation test execution, where we actually write the test scripts, and there different tools are there, so it doesn't fall under test management tools. So the correct options are A and B, which is mapped with the choices, which is answer is C. So answer is C. Next question, which is the characteristic of good testing in any life cycle model? So if you go by the choices, it is very much obvious that testers should begin to review documents as soon as drafts are available. So drafts, it may be the requirement document, software requirement document. So whenever the draft version is ready, testers should be included as part of the review process. and with the help of BA they should also raise queries and clarification to the customers depending upon different projects. The other three options given are each test level has same test objective, which is not. There should be more testing activities than development activities. Again, no. Test design can only begin when development is complete. Again, a no. So D is the correct answer. Next question. Okay, so this question is like flowchart diagram will be given. You need to find the minimum number of test cases using decision coverage and statement coverage. So this is a different topic again, one more topic where you need to practice a lot. You need to find this kind of questions you will get online and you need to practice those. Mostly we find out like at first go whatever is the number of closed loop. Here in this case it is 2, so that is equivalent to the statement coverage, but it may not be in few exceptional cases that we need to find out by practice. In this case the correct answer is C. Question number 7 is based on structure based techniques. So this is falls under white box testing. So here we actually deal with the code. So in this case only option C I can see is related to code and E. So C and E are correct answer, which are mapped with options D, option D. So answer is D. Next question. So a scenario is given where a digital rainbow thermometer is there, which spans from -5 to 30 degree. We need to find out the least likely test case which we will apply to find boundary value analysis. So we can see options given are 30-30, so that seems correct. 0-0 seems correct. 15-15 is one of the mid situation that can be correct, but 8-8 is least likely to be our input when we are doing boundary value analysis. So correct answer is C. Next question. So this is very simple question wherein we need to just tell which test case you will give as which you will not be invalid for equivalence partition. So here input is except alphabetical characters, so we can obviously say that B should not be the input from our side. So correct answer is B. Last question of this section is which of the following is an example of product risk. So first one should be the correct answer, software that does not perform its intended functions, but they have given other options to confuse you. So we need to get this by practice and by going through the book. So this was the first part where I have shared the 10 questions out of 40. So similarly, based on your feedbacks, I would try to add more and more questions here so that you will be in a better situation to judge those questions, and obviously by practice you can easily crack this exam like I did it. Thanks for listening.